Hello, my name is Anne Finlayson and I'm the CEO of SEED, which is a UK charity looking at sustainability and environmental education. And I've been involved in whole institution approach, in particular schools, for 20 years. I began working with WWF UK, then the government, the Sustainable Development Commission, and then UNESCO through their GAP programme for 5 years. We were key global partners, and it's work that we have done at SEED as well. There are two things I'd like to start with. There are many models of whole school approach out there, or whole institution approach, and there are two assumptions and criteria that I think are essential. The first one is you have to base it on appreciative inquiry. And that means you start where people are, because they will be doing something already. The second is that it's developmental. So you're not expecting them to know it all or get it all done in 1 year, but they will build year on year. The work with UNESCO enabled us to discover that there were generic models that we could use. There were so many examples of whole institution approach out there that we needed to find these generic models. And those generic models are the ones that you'd find on the SEED website, and they include these domains: governance, how you make decisions, policies, etc., the teaching and learning agenda, the estate or campus, the community, the internal institution community, but also the external community that's related to it. And the fact that this is going to be an action learning or research project, because you're going to be inquiring into it. So please go to the SEED website, www.seed.co.uk, and look for all of the work that has been developed through the UNESCO project. But the important thing is that this is transformative. And we have to take transformative approaches. And by that I mean, we know that this is not a subject that you just add in. You cannot just add in sustainability. It is interdisciplinary, it is intersectional, and it's going to take all of us to work on sustainability to achieve some sort of change. And that's why the transformative approaches that are essential are things like collaboration. So showing young people and modelling to young people that collaboration is the way that this is going to work is crucial. They have ideas. For example, see the diagram behind me. This is young people who've decided that this is what they want as a sustainable school. They were not short of ideas. But how to get there? It does mean you have to work with the community. So again, the institution has to model working with the community. That might be partnerships with businesses or universities or parents, all sorts of things where you can bring in expertise or help or support. The teacher does not have to be an expert. But the big thing is that the school represents a system. And this is your chance in an institution to model systems thinking. And in particular, an eco-systematic approach to sustainability. And sometimes this is the first time that young people will have experienced the outside world in a way that you can really model for them carefully and safely in school what is going to happen to them outside. So what happens is that the school becomes the school of the institution, university becomes a learning laboratory. And specifically working on action learning, and each year new things are tried to improve. But the biggest thing I've noticed, and all the time I've been doing this, is that whole institution approach builds capacity. And more than that, it builds a sustained capacity where it doesn't matter if staff leave or students leave. The grassroots of what's happening there and the ambition and the modelling continues after everyone has left who started it off. And that is phenomenal in the world of education, because often people come in on one idea and leave. I hope this has been helpful. There are many more examples I can give you. Thank you for your time.